What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, November 11th, 2015, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Jeffrey Dean Morgan has reportedly joined the cast of The Walking Dead. The 49-year-old actor will play the villainous character Negan on Season 6 of the AMC drama. Sources told The Hollywood Reporter Morgan will first appear on the season finale in April 2016 and will be up to series regular in Season 7. In the Image Comics series, Negan is the tyrannical leader of the Saviors group of survivors in Washington, D.C. The character carries a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire named Lucille and possesses a harem of other men's girlfriends and wives. Matt Dillon, Timothy Oliphant, and Garrett Dillahunt were also considered for the role. Dillahunt expressed his interest last week, tweeting, "They're looking at some great actors and will make the best choice for the show." The Walking Dead sparked speculation by removing Stephen Ying's name from the credits on Sunday's episode. The 31-year-old actor portrayed Glenn Reed. Andrew Lincoln, Norman Reedus, Lauren Cohan, and Chandler Riggs are also star. Morgan is known for playing John Winchester on Supernatural, Denny Diniquette on Grey's Anatomy, and Ike Evans on Magic City. He currently plays Jason Cruz on The Good Wife Season 7, which airs Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. Finding Dory released the first trailer Tuesday. The preview sees Dory, played by Ellen DeGeneres, a Pacific Royal Blue Tang, embark on a search for her family with the help of clownfish Marlin, played by Albert Brooks, and his son Nemo, played by Hayden Rollins. Finding Dory is a sequel to Finding Nemo and takes place 6 months after the events of the 2003 animated movie. Dory, Marlin, and Nemo will travel to Monterey, California in search of her parents, played by Jenny, played by Diane Keaton, and Charlie, played by Eugene Levy. Willem Dafoe and Vicki Lewis will also return as the Moorish idol Gil and the four-striped Dazzle Fish Deb, respectively, with Ty Burrell as the beluga whale Bailey, Kaylin Olsen as the whale shark Destiny, and Ed O'Neill as the octopus Hank. Finding Nemo earned over $936 million at the box office and is the second highest G-rated film of all time. The highly anticipated Finding Dory opens in theaters June 17, 2016, and is directed by Finding Nemo helmer Andrew Stanton. Game of Thrones actor Eli Haddad sent fans into a frenzy by accidentally leaking a script page online. The 30-year-old French actor, who is expected to play a Dothra warrior on Season 6 of the HBO series, shared a photo of his iPad on Instagram that showed a page of the drama script. Haddad since deleted the image, but screenshots of the positive revealed dialogues between two Dothraki about Daenerys Targaryen, played by Emilia Clarke, as A.K. Khaleesi. The lewd conversation includes such lines as, "I bet she gets nice and pink when you pinch her." Game of Thrones is based on the Song of Ice and Fire book series by George R.R. Martin and will return for a sixth season in 2016. The writers acknowledged the TV series has caught up to the books during recent talk at Northwestern University. The author said, "The show, of course, has caught up to me, which I didn't actually think would ever happen. I had such a huge lead, but the truth is I'm a very slow writer." Martin released the fifth book, A Dance with Dragons, in 2011, and is working on the sixth, The Winds of Winter, Game of Thrones. Showrunner David Benioff and Dan Weiss previously told the Oxford Union the show would surpass the books, spoiling some plot details for readers. Daniel Fleetwood, the first fan to watch the entirety of Star Wars The Force Awakens, died from sarcoma cancer Tuesday. He was 32 years old. News of the Texas native's death was shared on Facebook by his wife Ashley Tuesday morning, along with a photo of the two. She wrote of her husband, Daniel put up an amazing fight to the very end, who with support successfully received his dying wish to see the new Star Wars movie. He is now one with God and with the Force. He passed in his sleep and in peace. He will always be my idol and my hero. Earlier this month, Fleetwood was granted a private screening of Force Awakens after his wife led a successful social media campaign behind the hashtag Force for Daniel, urging filmmakers to make an exception to show the flick before its December 18th release. According to the reports, the ill fan was given his dying wish by none other than director J.J. Abrams himself during the first week of November. Ashley wrote on Facebook November 5th, to all our wonderful supporters, friends, families, and amazing strangers, Daniel's final dream was just granted. Just hours before Fleetwood's death, Ashley reported her husband was writhing in pain even after the use of heavy sedatives. She wrote on Monday night, "My mental anguish can't compare to the pain and anxiety Daniel must be in right now. Prayers, please. We need it bad." Caitlyn Jenner was honored at the 2015 Glamour Women of the Year Awards on Monday. The 66-year-old reality star, who came out as a transgender woman in April, was recognized for her advocacy in the transgender community. Actress Reese Witherspoon, designer Victoria Beckham, and ballerina Misty Copeland were among the other honorees. Editor-in-Chief Cindy Levy said in a statement, "Since 1990, Glamour's Women of the Year Awards have saluted the planet's most remarkable female leaders, and tonight's winners are no exception. They have been inspired and led by the generations of Women of the Year before them, and Glamour is thrilled to celebrate their passion." Jenner was accompanied by her 18-year-old daughter Kylie Jenner and spoke about her journey in her acceptance speech. She struggled with her identity for decades before coming out on 2020 and debuting as a woman in Vanity Fair in the July cover. She said, "For years and years, I never felt like I fit in anywhere. I always felt as an insider. I never felt good in the male side, and I wasn't obviously in the female side. I was kind of stuck in the middle, but all of a sudden, after making these decisions and coming out, it was by far the best thing that I ever did. Maybe this is why God put me on this earth, to tell my story," she said, "to be authentic to myself, to who I am, and maybe in doing that, maybe you can make a difference in the world. What a great opportunity in life to have." Jenner is known for winning the Decathlon gold medal in the 1976 Olympics, and later appeared on E's series Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She has since starred on I Am Kate, which follows her gender transition, and will return for a second season in 2016. Anna Kendrick can't resist using the Force in the latest advertisement for Star Wars Battlefront. Released Monday, the trailer takes an alternative approach to virality, depicting people all over the world being knowingly raptured and injected into the entertainment arts video game. The last to vanish is Pitch Perfect 2 actress Kendrick, wielding a butter knife and reciting Obi-Wan Kenobi's famous lines from Star Wars A New Hope. "If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine." The trailer, noticeably alluding Kenobi's mysterious exit from the story, has prompted some criticisms from fans. A variety of netizens have translated on the trailer's rapture approach as one of the dark implications regarding death and a disregard for real life. Others have joked the rapture people have been forced into an afterlife of constant battle. According to comments, some viewers find Kendrick's cameo odd, while still more have noticed an ongoing theme with celebrity appearances in the video game teasers, such as Cara Delevingne in Call of Duty commercial. The second trailer to Battlefront contrasts from the previous, more heartstring-tugging clip. The first shorter clip features a nostalgic office worker reminiscing on his childhood fascination with Star Wars alongside his best friend. Moments later, the office worker is unexpectedly bombarded by his best friend and robot R2-D2 with an exciting new mission. EA's Star Wars Battlefront becomes available on November 17th. Cat Cora and wife Jennifer Cora are divorcing after 17 years together. TMZ reported the 40-year-old celebrity chef and her wife both filed documents to end their marriage. Cat Cora is requesting joint custody of their 4 children, while Jennifer Cora is seeking full physical custody. The chef said in a statement, "It is with great sadness that after 17 years, a tremendous amount of work, careful consideration, heavy hearts, my wife and I have mutually decided to no longer remain married. In love, there is a season, a reason, and a lifetime." She also added, "Although this is not what we ever imagined, we will always have 4 incredible reasons to celebrate our years together, our sons. We are forever parents to our boys and are jointly committed to raising them in a peaceful, nurturing, and healthy environment." Cora and her wife are parents to 11-year-old Zoran, 8-year-old Cage, 6-year-old Nash, and 6-year-old Thatcher, whom they welcome via virtual infertilization. Jennifer Cora is requesting spousal support from the Food Network star. Cora gained fame as the first female Iron Chef and starred on Iron Chef America from 2005 to 2012. She also co-hosts Around the World in 80 Plates and has appeared as a guest judge on MasterChef, Top Chef, and Cutthroat Kitchen. Dwayne Johnson and longtime girlfriend Lauren Hashian are expecting a baby girl. The 43-year-old actor, aka The Rock, confirmed the 31-year-old aspiring singer's pregnancy and revealed Tuesday on Instagram they are having a daughter. Word Hashian is expecting first broke in September. Johnson wrote, "I was raised by and lived with amazing and strong women, so the universe felt we needed one more. It's a baby girl. Thank you guys so much for the awesome support and love you've sent at Lauren Hashian Official and myself from around the world." He also added, "We're so grateful for this blessing and thrilled to share the news with y'all. Hashtag bring on more estrogen in our home. Hashtag me and my puppy Hobbs are the only dudes. Hashtag 2X proud Papa Bear. Hashtag just over here making babies and stuff. Hashtag and palming pregnancy bellies." Johnson and Hashian have been together since 2007. The actor is father to 14-year-old daughter Simone with ex-wife Dani Garcia. A source previously told People magazine he is a great dad already and now he's being blessed with another child. Johnson currently plays Spencer Stratmore on HBO's series Ballers and will next star in Central Intelligence with Aaron Paul. He is also slated for sequels Journey 3, From the Earth to the Moon, and Furious 8, and will portray Black Adam in DC Comics movie Shazam. Gisele Bundchen recently discussed husband Tom Brady in a candid CBS interview. The 35-year-old Brazilian model opened up about her marriage to the 38-year-old American NFL star on Tuesday's episode of CBS This Morning. The couple have been together since 2006, and Bundchen admitted their relationship hasn't been without problems. She shared, "I think we've been through a few rough times together. My father always said the quality of your life depends on the quality of your relationships, and I think no matter how challenging it was, we've always been supportive of one another." Bundchen and Brady married in February 2009 and shared 2 children, 5-year-old son Benjamin and 2-year-old daughter Vivian. One of the challenges the couple's faces was Brady's discovering his ex-girlfriend, actress Bridget Moynahan, was pregnant. She said, reflecting, "It was a challenging thing because here I am, thinking I'm dating this guy. We met, we started dating, everything is great, and then this happens. I felt I didn't know what to do. 8 years later, I couldn't have asked for a sweeter bonus child." Brady and Moynahan dated from 2004 to 2006 and welcomed their son John in February 2007. The New England Patriots quarterback gushed about Bundchen and his family when he spoke to Entertainment Tonight in October. He said of his wife, "She's my best friend. We spend as much time as we can together. And it's a busy life we have, and we have 3 kids. They're the biggest blessing in my life. Not a day goes by that you don't laugh or smile at something that they do." Bundchen is known for her modeling work with Victoria's Secret and H&M, but retired from the runway this year. The model still topped the Forbes list of highest paid models for the 9th consecutive year and released her book Gisele last week. The stage in Berlin this weekend to open for Madonna as her Rebel Heart tour revs into gear in Europe. The famed Luther actor is also a talented musician and will perform a live DJ set before the pop superstar hits the stage for the weekend show, Deadline reports. Madonna revealed the news that Dearest, Elba's stage name, will perform as part of her tour on Tuesday. Elba, whose breakout role in The Wire ejected him into international fame, started out as a disc jockey before moving to acting. Still maintains his musical roots. The Beast of No Nation actor has worked with Nigerian hip-hop artist Debange, among others. Elba frequently traded his spot in front of the cameras to stand behind a turntable, sharing on Instagram some of his shows in London and Ibiza, E! News reported. The most recent news of Madonna's most extremely lucrative world tour involved actress Jessica Chastain, who reportedly spanked the Queen of Pop on her backside in front of thousands of fans in Prague. Chastain wrote on Facebook on November 7th, "I gave Madonna a spanking and I've got a video to prove it." Later, Madonna thanked the Crimson Peak actress for sharing the stage with her on Instagram. Gabourey Sidibe isn't fazed by criticism of her recent Empire sex scene. The 32-year-old actress, who plays Becky Williams on the Fox musical drama, brushed off her detractors in an Entertainment Weekly post following her sex scene with Jay Papa, played by Mo McRow, on Wednesday's episode. She said, "I, a plus-size, dark-skinned woman, I had a love scene on primetime television. I had the most fun ever filming that scene, even though I was nervous. But I felt sexy and beautiful, and I felt like I was doing a good job." She also added, "I'm very proud of the work we all did to make that scene a great opening for the episode. I kept hearing that people are hating on it. I'm not sure how anyone could hate on love, but that's okay. You may have your memes." Sidibe discussed the scene again with People magazine at the Screen Actors Guild of Foundation 30th anniversary celebration. The actress told the magazine she was really happy to take part in the progressive scene and said she hopes more like that will follow. She shares, "I'm really, really proud of it. I think the scene was really fun and lovely and sexy. I felt beautiful and I felt comfortable and I didn't look nervous at all, and I was kind of nervous. So I'm really glad that it didn't come across. That didn't come across." Sidibe first appeared as Becky in the pilot episode and was made a series regular in Season 2. Empire Season 2 airs Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The actress is also known for her role in the movies Precious and the FX series American Horror Story. Zooey Deschanel converted to Judaism shortly after marrying husband Jacob Pekenik. The New Girl actress, previously unassociated with any one religion, made the spiritual gesture for her husband, sources told Us Weekly. Deschanel and producer Pekenik married over the summer, just before the birth of their first daughter, Elise. The source told the outlet the couple are loving the baby and the marriage since Deschanel converted. However, neither the Rock the Cash Bar actress nor her husband have confirmed the news. Having been raised by a Catholic mother and a Quaker father, Deschanel reportedly said she was encouraged to assign herself to any religion she preferred. She said, "And in the end, I was like, I'm interested in theology and I love reading about it, but I don't attach myself to any one religion or other." Legendary New Orleans pianist, songwriter, producer, and performer Allen Toussaint, who penned or produced such classics as Working in a Coal Mine and Lady Marmalade, has died after suffering a heart attack following a concert he performed in Madrid, Spain. He was 77. Rescue workers were called to Toussaint's hotel early Tuesday morning and managed to revive him after he suffered a heart attack, Madrid Emergency Service spokesman Javier Ayuso said. But Toussaint stopped breathing during the ambulance ride to a hospital, and efforts to revive him again were unsuccessful, Ayuso said. Toussaint performed Monday night at Madrid's Lara Theater. Quint Davis, who produces the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, said he was a legend in the music world. Toussaint performed there so often, frequently as a headliner, that Davis said he referred to it as his annual concert. Toussaint was born in New Orleans' Gert Town, a working-class neighborhood where he lived in a shotgun house, so-called because you could stand at the front door and fire a shotgun through the other side of the house. He went on to become one of the city's most legendary and celebrated performers and personalities. He worked as a producer for the New Orleans-based Minute Records in 1960 before being drafted into the Army 2 years later. He later went on to create his own recording studio in 1973 with fellow songwriter Marshall Shehorn, called C. Saint Studios. There he worked with musicians like Paul Simon, Paul McCartney, Patti LaBelle, the late Joe Cocker, and Elvis Costello. Toussaint has hundreds of hits to his name and received the Recording Academy's Trustee Awards at the 2009 Grammy Awards. He penned the 1966 Leo Dorsey classic, Working in a Coal Mine, and produced Dr. John's 1973 hit Right Place, Wrong Time, and 1975's Lady Marmalade by the vocal trio LaBelle. In 1998, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He is also a member of the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame. In 2013, he was awarded the National Humanities Medal by President Barack Obama at a ceremony in Washington. Michael Clifford is on crutches since taking a fall on stage during a performance for Radio 1 in London over the weekend. The 19-year-old 5 Seconds of Summer band member was reportedly performing the hit single Hey Everybody at the Radio 1 Teen Awards when he misstepped and made a blunt landing on the ground. Luckily, the celebrity took to social media soon after to assure fans he was alright. He tweeted, "Why do I always hurt myself? All good geezers. On crutches for the next few days. Don't look at me funny, please," he added. Speaking with Radio 1 after the fact, the guitarist and vocalist joked he was attempting to impress celebrity Rita Ora when he fell. He said, "I was looking at Rita Ora and I was like, hey." The award show was also attended by Little Mix, Nick Jonas, and Demi Lovato, among others. This isn't the first time Clifford injured himself on stage. In June, the Australian musician's hair caught fire, singing half his face during another show in the same London stadium as the most recent injury. He wrote in a similar tweet to fans after the incident, "Sorry I couldn't finish the encore, but at least I look like Two-Face," he said, alluding to the famous Batman villain. Snoop Dogg's new line of cannabis oils, flowers, and edibles was unveiled during a suburban house party in Denver Monday night. The famed rapper and iconic marijuana advocate launched Leaf by Snoop in the presence of his various guests, allowing the group of colleagues, lawyers, activists, journalists, and neighbors to be among the first to sample the new high-quality products. Snoop, who was born Calvin Brodus Jr., said, according to Mary Jane, "It's a true blessing that I can share with the products I love so much with y'all today. From the flowers to concentrate and edibles, it's all handpicked by yours truly, so you know it's the hottest product out there. It's the real deal, and you got to get it out to Colorado to try it first." Brodus has made the cannabis industry a main focus this year, driving his firm Casa Verde to invest in promising new startups like Ease, as well as his own media hub, Mary Jane. The latest project for the musician and entrepreneur enters the market in the form of high-quality chocolates, fruit chews, and other assorted treats. While in Denver, Brodus reportedly treated his guests to his absolute best cannabis strains and munching-inducing edibles. Rolling Stone observed the household name passed professionally packed pipes, expertly rolled blunts, and an array of LBS products around all to enjoy. The rapper also took to his alter ego DJ Snoopadelic to take over the party's music for a time. Leaves by Snoop goes on sale wherever cannabis is legally sold Tuesday. Passion Pit frontman Michael Angelakos discussed confusion regarding his sexuality in an interview with Bret Easton Ellis, revealing on air that he is gay. The famed singer discussed how the end of his marriage to Chrissy Mucci had much to do with his sexuality. He said, "I just wanted so badly to be straight because I love her so much. I think that was one of the most painful things about when we decided to separate." About half of Angelakos' hour-long interview Monday on Ellis' podcast centered on why the 28-year-old musician put off fully realizing his sexuality. He said it was comfortable that kept him from coming out. He said, "I lived in such a straight group of people that not that anyone wasn't going to be understanding, it was just not the time. This was like dudes in bands talking about girls. It was so easy at the time to talk about girls, so I kept writing about them." Another factor that dissuaded Angelakos from facing his homosexuality at a younger age, he said, was a general lack of strong gay role models growing up. He said, "I didn't see the powerful dude at the corner of the office of the Fortune 500 company, even though I didn't aspire to be that. That guy wasn't gay the way he was portrayed." Angelakos also deals with bipolar disorder and explained to Billboard over the summer how he has been coping. He says, "I don't want it to win. I feel probably more stable than I ever felt in my life. It's unsettling. I'm so used to the constant barrage of swings just because I haven't figured it out." And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1994, Interviews with the Vampire Chronicles, the big screen adaptation of Anne Rice's best-selling 1976 novel, opens in theaters around the United States. Directed by Neil Jordan, who directed The Crying Game and The End of the Affair, from a screenplay written by Rice, the film stars Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, Antonio Banderas, and Kristen Dunst. Rice was initially critical of the decision to cast Cruise in the role of the worldly anti-hero Lestat. She stated that the actor was, quote, no more my vampire Lestat than Edward G. Robinson is Rhett Butler. However, the author was reportedly pleased with the finished film. Interview with the Vampire, which had been highly anticipated by Rice's legion of fans, proved to be a big box office success. Interview with the Vampire proved to be a breakout film for 12-year-old Kristen Dunst, who played Claudia, a child vampire who kisses Brad Pitt's character Louis. In 2002, Queen of the Damned, a second movie based on Rice's Vampires books, was released. The film featured a different cast and director from Interview with the Vampire and was a box office disappointment. In 2006, a musical titled Lestat, featuring music by Elton John and based on Rice's writings, had a brief run on Broadway. Before I go, I would like to take an opportunity to wish all of you a happy Veterans Day, to all the men and women who risk their lives to serve in the military to keep us safe. And as your entertainment report for Wednesday, November 11th, 2015, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.